Learning lovers, how are you today? Hi, I'm Angie and welcome to my channel. If you're new here, please don't forget to like and subscribe. And I am very happy and grateful that you are open to sharing your energy here on the channel so that when your energy combines into my collective, the readings will be more geared towards your energy. So on my channel, I do teach many lessons on how to read your personal birth chart and also how to use those transiting energies for your best and highest good, how to surf those energies, so to speak. So my song of today was Back to Life by Soul to Soul. And even though today is Friday, May 3rd, 2024, whenever you hear this message, know that if the title brought you here or somebody sent it to you, that there's something in this for you today or in the future. Energy is cyclical, so this could be something that has already happened. So we will see where we're at with that. Today, then, our angel number would be 538, the class of 88, or if you're born in 88, that might resonate for you as well. 8 and 8 breaks down to a 16. So today's reading is brought to you today by the 16 card, the Tower, sudden change for your best and highest good, kind of like a universal Drano that if we don't make the necessary changes, universe has a funny way of doing it for us. And here you'll see 2 figures that still have not left the burning house, while this third figure here is waiting with her hands on her hips. There's someone on the roof and there's someone hanging out a window. And we do see that there's a mountain in the background that would be indicative of, a long journey, some trials and tribulations. And this is like it's time, it's go time here. Are you going to jump or are you going to let that fire burn you up? Or are you going to dive off the high dive on your own? Or is somebody going to push you? So the 16 card then does break down to the 7, which is the energy of the Chariot. When the energy of our own yin and yang and divine masculine and divine feminine energy is aligned, then our leader, the Emperor, that divine masculine energy will get in the Chariot. He does not need reins. He is holding on to a piece, a spear, or it's reminding me of Sagittarius. So you might have some important placements in Sagittarius in your chart. I know that is in my house of romance and pleasure and fun. This is the card of Cancer. So as well as that Tower here, that sudden change being the being Scorpio energy, which is my moon. We do have the 3rd quarter moon energy still in Pisces, where it's a time for healing. We're asked to end bad habits, perhaps any relationships that have run their course before the new moon in Taurus. We're also asked to be letting go of things and moving on, which is funny because as I was writing out some of the song lyrics, I started to feel frustrated. There's a frustration in the energy. We had 3 readings tied together back to back this week, Tuesday, Wednesday, and Thursday. But today I did feel a change in the energy. And sure enough, if you are a life path 7, that is the path of change, but know that it is divinely guided. Again, Scorpion energy there, the path of change. So back to life, back to reality, back to the here and now. Okay. Show me how, decide what you want from me. Tell me, maybe I could be there for you. And I wrote down, you know what, Empresses don't wait. You don't wait for anyone. Okay. So again, that's not a male or female, it's soul energy. So again, we all have that DM and DF energy within us, just like yin and yang, just like light and shadow. And I also wrote down, well, what do you want? Right. So I feel like there's some frustration in the energy. And it's kind of like this waiting, like, well, what's it going to be? But what's it going to be for you? That's what I want to know today. Back to life, back to the present time, back from a fantasy. Take me now, take the initiative. I'll leave it in your hands until you're ready. And I wrote down, go do you. Go do you. That is the only thing that helps shift energy. And then she goes on to say, I live at the top of the block, no more room for trouble and fuss. I need a change, a positive change. Look, it's me writing in the wall. So it feels a little bit of energetic desperation there. And when that energy is in play, it does bring down our own environmental energy, which is the fishbowl of physics that each human carries around with them. Okay. When you combine fish bowls, you're combining water from another bowl and water from your bowl that has to alkalize. Is it getting cleaner or is it getting more muddled? So we have to be the deciders on that and who we let into our energy. And again, empresses don't wait and they don't chase. Okay. Okay. So with that, looking at the astrology, it feels like there's a change of heart or a change of emotions. The moon at the time that I was writing this out was at 15 degrees 35, which reduces to a 5 of change of emotions. In addition, there's a change of communication or of an action or plans. Maybe you had planned to communicate some kind of plans or actions towards someone, and now that has changed. Communication there in Aries at 18 degrees 41, reducing to a 5. On top of that, the last set of 5s would be Uranus. So surprise energy there. 22 degrees 33. We've had 11s, 22s come up all week long. And then yesterday we did see that 33 card of the door to romance, and with a heart being inside of a cage presently, and the key was right on the outside of the cage. As far as 11s, Venus energy at 5 degrees 24 Taurus. It's in her home turf. She loves it there. It's about what you value. Turians are very sensual creatures. They just don't put it out on blast, right? They keep those things private. In addition, another number 11 seen in Daddy Saddy. So it's kind of like the drill sergeant coming to make sure that you're learning your lessons and that you are incorporating the lessons learned. That would be at 16 degrees 53 Pisces. So learning the lessons of our emotions. Getting in balance means getting in control of our emotions, not reacting from an emotional place, but responding from an Empress place. Okay. Lastly, in Neptune, 29 degrees there, we have our final 11. And Neptune is that dreamy energy. It can be dreams full of illusions. Okay, so perhaps maybe there are some divine feminines that are recognizing that perhaps the person you thought was a true soul partner forever, for a lifetime. Maybe it's for a reason. It's always for a reason, but maybe it was just for a season so that you could learn the lesson and progress in your spiritual ascension. Okay. The last part, back to life, back to the day we have. Stay in the present moment, divine feminine. Let's end this foolish game. Hear me out. Don't let me waste away. Make up your mind so I know where I stand. And I put a little scrunchy up, annoyed face, like, nope, don't do that. No. What do you want? What do you want? Okay. Life path of change. Now, soul to soul, their other big hit was keep on moving. Keep on moving, don't stop. And in those lyrics, she says, yellow is the color of sun rays. and we've seen the sun come out and this week in the readings and sun clarifying the sun. The only thing that ever changes the outcome, okay, not expectation, that brings our energy down, that muddies the water of our physics fishbowl. The only thing that changes outcome is our own energy. So that's why we want to focus on energy first, our own sunshine, our own happiness, because that higher vibration then can elicit what is meant for us to go ahead and come on in. Now, we did have Mars, sextiling Pluto today at 2 degrees. That was at 5:05 a.m. this morning EST. So for me, that's a change on both sides of the fence. So a change within your actions and a change within your emotions as well. So I want to look at the middle kind of the energy. We'll see both sides still, but whatever changes you're embracing on both sides of that lemon skate, embrace that change, welcome it, be open to receiving the blessings that can come from that growth. It at 2 degrees and with Pluto, that is all about Scorpion energy. That is the energy of the Tower and of change, okay? Can also be the energy of deeply held secrets. The point is, you got to just go do you and not worry about what anybody else is doing. Now, I did do a pre-shuffle as the songs were playing, so I could be in the energy, just like, what in the heck is going on here? It just felt like massive divine feminine energy, and I wasn't really picking up on the divine masculine energy. And what flew out of my ascension pile was the generator. And there we have that pyramid, okay, the 3D pyramid. And we talked yesterday about the divine masculine air symbol being the sword, and then the divine feminine aspect being the water, okay, the cup, the vessel. And this energy was 4 to 4, the generator staying grounded. So I was like, okay, my message, my channeling was spot on. And then what was right behind that? It was like, yep, this is for the DF, divine feminine, 8 to 8 energy. Okay, there you are right there. Divine feminine energy, energy of the queen. And then in the environmental energy, 7 to 7. Okay, heavenly help there, and that is healing abandonment, and it's time to forgive. So divine feminines, if we are hanging on to past hurts, again, that just delays our own heart's progress. We must figure out instead, what was I supposed to learn from that? And also have an understanding of the heart healing that's involved there with forgiveness. Also hear the energy of the Hanged Man in the Light Seers deck. She's hanging pink concert style from the trapeze. It's time, because it's blocking the heart center, okay, when we're holding on to that. Increase your frequency. So what I just said, there's that butterfly energy of change and transformation. Again, Scorpio energy, higher consciousness, awareness. Okay, so I will come back in and shuffle these, but I just did want to share that pre-shuffle with you. Actually, I'm going to keep them up right here. Okay, now we did have Archangel Uriel show up at the bottom of the deck again, and the environmental energy, number 41 card, and she is holding a book of knowledge. So this is, kind of like Archangel Metatron, you tuning into your higher self, but this is your fishbowl. Okay, your 7th chakra is the downloads that you get, and check out the energy color matches regarding the third eye, tuning into our own intuition, focusing on our own fishbowl. Okay, underneath that, we have this card of envy. See all this dark energy here. going, why am I in this dark cave when all the opulence is out there? Well, why are you? Okay, why are you? There's a pathway leading right out. You're free to walk out. So with that 20 card, and again, that 2 degrees, the action that we need to take with Pluto being in retrograde is re-examining. Okay, it's an internal depth of examination. And we've got woman holding a coin back at 42, the 6 energy of the lovers. And then we also have a 14. So directly mirroring this 41, 5 and 5, the 2 in the middle. And what's also in the middle is this energy of the lovers, Queen of Pentacles, Queen of Wands energy. Okay, so I will continue to shuffle there. I'm going to also use the mermaid deck again today because we are still in Pisces energy. And I like using the water decks whenever the moon is in a water sign. Curiously, in the environmental energy here, again, this is pre-shuffle. Stop it. I didn't look further than the bottom of the deck. So there's the 7 of Swords there, indicative of some kind of funky monkey business going on here. In this particular deck, these merdudes have no idea what these swords are because they're a human construct. And thing with this card is they only take a few. They only take one for each of them and they leave the rest. So this is a message of that lesson. See this pathway of kind of stepping stones here of that ice in the water. That pain, okay, from some kind of change. Swords are sharp, remember, also can, again, like I said, be indicative of some funky monkey business going on. This is encouraging us, no matter what somebody else does, what was the lesson of that? Okay, take just what you need and leave the rest behind. Underneath that, the Tower card, okay, brought to you today by today's energy. Underneath that, the energy of the star. So we do have a progression. We go from 16 to 17 here. And that is, wanting this wish fulfillment. And the Tower clears away everything, all the way flattening everything to the ground so that something can be rebuilt on a firmer foundation and built properly the next time. And I'm still getting that pink and purpley energy. So whatever, it's kind of like a careful what you wish for, especially with the star energy, Aquarian energy, Scorpio energy here. Whatever you wish for in that Aries new moon eclipse, okay, we could see that start to happen because other things have to dismantle first in order to create room. The universe abhors a vacuum, so it needs to be filled, right? It'll be refilled with something if you don't fill it in there. And it's also asking for more healing here. That star card is also a card of hope, of healing. And we do see that 8 energy of the lemonscape of balancing energies. And that's 2 for, there's a 2 of wands here with that, not tornado, what is it called? A volcano. Thank you. About ready to blow here. So it looks like there's a major shakeup here happening currently in the energy, but it does force you to make a decision here. So he can either stay with this water gushing and pushing up against him, and where he's always felt comfortable behind that barrier, but out in front of that, the water is calm. You just got to decide to go out there because that, I keep wanting to say tornado, that volcano is going to go no matter what. Okay. Wheel of Fortune here. That is a 10 card or a 1. Something changing the fate. So this Tower moment does change destiny, does change the wheel in the hands of fate. And that energy here is the energy of a night siren, a nightmare siren, keeping this researcher up all night. So that's an energy of rumination, not being able to sleep. And it could be because of, Queen of Wands again, which is coming back to that bottom of the deck there. But she mixes with the Queen of Pentacles. This actually would mix with Scorpio energy and Aries energy because Pluto now rules Scorpio as a co-ruler, modern astrology, but she used to be ruled and shared that with Aries. So Aries and Scorpio might have something to do here. And we do see the Empress underneath that. So perhaps someone in the environment had to work their way through a Scorpio or Aries, or that's you, viewer, so that you could come into your Empress energy. Okay. So I will continue to shuffle there. The pre-shuffle from the What Are They Thinking deck from Elizabeth, one of my beautiful partners or camaraderie there with the Soulful Revolution tribe of certified readers. If you'd like a personal reading from me, you can find out information below on how to schedule that through Soulful Revolution. Also, we do have a channel that we all contribute to together that is called The Spiritual View, and we do a show every third Friday of the month, and we all contribute videos through the week, so I'll include a link for that as well. Elizabeth, the reader at True to It Connections, this is her deck, and it says third party energy at play. Does not have to be a third person. It can be an event. We are seeing 3 people there, and we did see a Queen of Wands followed by the Empress energy. Communication is key. I should have kept my promises. Okay, I'll still shuffle those and get messages for each sign. And I'm very, very, very tempted to keep this deck right where it was, because on the bottom of the deck indeed was the Tower. So I might let my peeking get the best of me and kind of see what's going on with that energy. But without further ado, let's go ahead and see what's going on in the energy. Let's see what's going on. All right, great angels and guides. Some anxiety right there, that 9 card. Angels and guides, ancestors of the highest white light, known and unknown, who love us unconditionally, please help me bring messages of the best and highest good for anyone watching whenever they do decide to watch. There's that garden gate. Outside that garden gate could be the cornucopia that you're looking for. Perhaps it's just not with the person that we may have once thought it was, or that relationship needs to change and needs to be restructured and rebuilt. Okay, let's see what we got going on here at the top of the deck. Actually, carrying connections there on the bottom. That's a 14 card, also a 5. Okay, let's go. All right, we are still in the third quarter moon stage where we're asked to add bad habits. It's the final crescendo before the new moon that's coming up Tuesday in Taurus at 18 degrees. It's going to be it's a pretty auspicious moon, especially for Cancerians, being 2 signs behind the new moon in Taurus. You can look at your chart for 18 degrees Taurus and see where you might be having this new start. Dawn on the Spiritual View had an excellent video today. If you know where that is in your chart, going through each of the houses and given tips on how to use that new moon energy, depending on what area of life that is in for you. Okay, 38 card, heart chakra, 4th chakra, Archangel Raphael. And again, it's in this time to forgive energy. Bottom of the deck, 2nd chakra, which is your creative energy, also houses our fears. It's a 36 card. There's some fear of some kind of passionate ending. Okay, so I'm going to do bottom of the deck, environmental energy, and then we'll do up at the top so you can decide which energy is for you. If you are not with a partner now, or you are just looking to balance your own energy, this would be balancing divine feminine part of yourself and divine masculine. So you can see on both sides of the table what information might help you. Okay. Be right here. Okay, well, what about this prosperity that lies ahead with the new moon in Taurus? You're being encouraged to hold your vision there. There's a new start coming in whatever house that is for you. Okay, what prosperity lies ahead? Divine feminine on the top, divine masculine on the bottom. Healer of the ages. Okay, this could be someone coming into your life. It's a 51 card. That's a 6. The card energy of the lovers. Okay, that could be someone helping you heal. This could be you healing your heart so that you can step into your own gifts and help heal others. That card just doesn't want to quit this week. So the garden gate, there she is going, should I, shouldn't I, should I, shouldn't I? Which feels like, again, this divine masculine's energy of she's sitting here going with her arms open. Here's my heart. It's in your hands until you're ready. Again, who cares if they're ready or not? Go do you, right? Let them hem and haw and piddle fart around all they want. 30 energy. Okay, that is angelic protection with a 0 surrounding deceit of some kind, perhaps. That 3 energy, that is a 25 card. Yeah, this is a lesson here. So as the moon starts to wax up to the full moon, we do come to that first quarter moon on the 15th, and that is when our commitment is being tested. Okay, and we do have forgiveness here in the energy of the bottom, the environmental energy. So perhaps there's some forgiveness work that the divine masculine energy has to do. Okay, there's a decision they have to make, staying inside where it's comfortable or going and exploring the great beyond. Wow. So there's deceit, guys, here with some sort of attachment. This definitely feels like a lesson. Okay, that's a 5 card there of change. She is holding a mask, which I did get in my channel messages earlier in the week. I've seen that card as I've been shuffling in the other readings, but it hadn't yet come out. Okay, what about by this full moon in Sagittarius? Please and thank you, messages of the best and highest good. So I am noting that it did come out in reverse. 29 card there, that's an 11. So this is to do with the soulmate connection. This is the energy of the world, okay, which we did see in the center of one of the readings this week as the reason, the heart of the read. The fact that it came up upside down, that is telling me that the divine feminine is kind of waiting around. There's some kind of, she's not making the change, and I'm only saying he and she to help differentiate the energies, because souls are just souls. So the world is indicative of a successful completion of a cycle. So it being wanting to fly out in reverse there is saying maybe there's something you're holding back. Maybe it's just too hard on your heart. There's some kind of deceit that you don't even think this lesson can be healing, but it can. Bottom of the deck, Archangel Shamuel. That is our third chakra. For me, your rib cage is like a divining rod that leads you to your best and highest good, your own happiness. And the fact that that wanted to also come out in reverse on this end of the board is the divine masculine is not following what would make them happy, possibly due to financial constraints. That is a 37, which is a 10, which is a 1. Okay, I think we're going to, no, they want one more. All right. Why the world? Let's clarify the world. Give me another. What is the divine feminine not surrendering to? What lesson is not being closed out? That might be what's causing the tower here, guys. That's tower energy. The next day that we'd have tower and chariot energy would be our next 7 day. So if tomorrow is an 8, which is Saturday, 9 would be Sunday, 1 through 5 is Monday through Friday. The next time we'd have this energy would be by next Sunday. Okay. You only go through 9. Why the world in reverse? Because see how he wanted to fly out upside down? I did mention Archangel Metatron earlier from the pre-shuffle, because you're not following your intuition. Okay. The Empress does not wait, guys. Empress energy does not wait for anyone. She follows her own happiness. If someone else needs to still learn their lessons, let them go learn their lessons. Okay, because whatever this is, with the 40 energy being in reverse, that means it can be turned upright, but it's going to take some structure and some work there. And it's going to take you really listening to your own intuition. High priestess energy. I feel like you already know this. You're just resisting. It doesn't feel very nice, if I'm being honest with you here. It's just a lesson. Okay, just a lesson. Door to spirit. 32, another 5. Okay, bottom of the deck. That does lead to an 11 cornucopia. Let me get a bridging energy. Can I have a bridging energy here for divine feminine and divine masculine energy, please? What is the energy bridging the 2 spirit? What would bring the energy bridging the 2 is the thinking man. There are 2 feathers in his cap. That is a 46 energy. Another 10, which is a 1. Okay. Pinging off this happiness, then there could be just there's a lot of stinking thinking, a lot of overthinking here going on, and it's on the masculine side, but it is bridging the energy. Crossed by, guess who's back? Change. 7th chakra, Archangel Uriel. That's the fishbowl. Okay. Do we really want to mix our energy with a dirty fishbowl? There's a man holding a coin. Also here at the bottom, 43, King of Pentacles energy, and we are in Sun and Taurus. So there you have it there. Let's go ahead and see what's going on here with this energy. We got that pre-shuffle with the 7 of Swords. Only take what is necessary from the lesson and release the pain. It's like you get so far and then there's like a pause. Okay. Then maybe we get all up in our feels again. So right now, especially with the moon tuning into Piscean energy, that is fire psychic house. So this is, if you're going to listen to your wishing, if you're going to listen to your wishing. Speaking of wishing, there's our jacked up Ray Lamonte back on the bottom of the deck. Is that where we need to stop? Pisces energy, that's fixed water, which is Scorpio. Okay. So see, the house of secrets is in the 8th house. So divine feminine, maybe you're perhaps also, you're not ending this cycle or following your intuition. Maybe it feels easier to deceive yourself. We've all been there and done that. We are being asked to stay grounded and remember this divine feminine energy of receiving. Okay. We need to heal our own heart and fill our own heart's cup before we can have that divine masculine of the same energy coming in. You know what? I want to go a little different today. I want to, there we go. All right, devil and reverse when I was trying to pull here on the 38 or the 11. So that's shiny, shiny fancy things, overindulgence, stinking thinking, you know, not sleeping. It has to do with deceit from this attachment. So perhaps there's a chain on her wrist into this post. We did talk about the devil and the lover's energy yesterday. I have my deck upside down. So okay, so this devil energy is blocking your heart chakra, bottom line, crossed by the hanging man, two major arcana. The hanging man and Pisces moon, okay, here environmental energy makes sense. Again, that second chakra, that passion, that creative energy is on pause. Okay, but it does help us see things from a new perspective. Maybe the divine masculine side of you, if you are not currently with a partner, or this isn't about a partnership reading for you, this is something for you to heal, okay, and you to work on, which helps your heart. Being creative, we've talked about earlier in the week, is a way to increase your frequency, which we are being asked to do, higher consciousness awareness, when we're increasing our frequency here. Okay, what about this healer of the ages? Why is that here for the new moon in Taurus for divine feminine energy? Why is the healer of the ages card? One card, please. Why is the healer of the ages card here? Okay, it's back. Stinking thinking. What I said. Roll on. This is the siren of nightmares. Okay, allowing, it's totally blocking our heart, guys. If we're overthinking, or if we're, you know, rumination is a very low vibration. You can deceive your own heart when we're in a rumination energy. Bottom of the deck, environmental energy, two of swords. So again, that's what we said here. Do I stay or do I go? This is two of swords energy. Is see how equally and evenly yoked that pair is for this duel. That could be two truths that are keeping you up at night, or you're ruminating about a choice this person has to make if you're looking at these as separate energies. So two of swords is who's going to win. I mean, it could be anybody's guess because they are equally matched. Two of swords can be, should I stay or should I go? Two of swords is two ace of swords of truths. Okay. I mean, both sides of the gate are beautiful, but you've got to, you know, divine masculine has to make a choice. So you have to ignite that yang energy within you to take action and make a decision. So you're not pulling down your own energy here. Okay. You need to stay grounded. Yeah, this divine masculine on this side, this burden's getting ready to be put down. All right, what is this deceit? Why is deceit here for the divine feminine energy side of the board? Okay, we're not taking all of those, but justice in reverse. Okay, and strength on the bottom, and the star back underneath that. Boom, 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 three major arcana. So I'm just curious what we have here for context. Justice was in reverse. So either, again, you're deceiving yourself or you feel deceived by someone else. You are strongly attached to or feel chained to, especially if you're, having nightmares and in this rumination energy. 8, the energy of 8 here, a change in strength on the yang side of the board. This takes a lot of patience to meticulously cut away. Attachment styles take a lot of strength, guys, and a lot of energy for us to uncover. If we have an unhealthy or a healthy attachment style, it all depends before the age of 2 whether our needs were met or not. And subconsciously, the idea is that, Jung, Freud, that attachment theory energy is however we've learned to form attachment, whether our needs were met or not, is what we subconsciously repeat in our close relationships. So there's this justice in reverse means something is out of balance. It's unfair. In the upright position here, there's like a past that's weighing heavier than this sort of truth. Okay, this is like giving me that sunk cost feeling here of, well, I've been in it for this long. Okay. In the upright, there is a symbiotic relationship going on here between the anemone and the clownfish. In a reverse position, it's a relationship that is not symbiotic. It is out of balance. It is unfair on one end. That could be an energy of overgiving because of this attachment, but we don't realize that it has the exact opposite effect. Okay, if the more that it is clinged on to, or the more sorrow that is hung on to, the farther delayed this healing is. And that whale might not make it to the top for breath if we don't start cutting away and figuring out what our shadows are and how we show up in relationships. Okay, I'm just keep him like that for now. Wow. Leap of faith, the full energy. Aries side, someone could have been very selfish and walked away from a commitment. The Hierophant, number 5 of change. 3 cups energy here is a cup of reunion and celebration, but it can also be indicative of third-party energy, especially with the Devil coming out, the 9 of Swords, and Justice in reverse. So again, the 2 of Wands is showing up 11 to remind us that a decision needs to be made here. That volcano is going to blow regardless. Okay, that tower will come with or without you. Okay, after the strength, after you take the strength to decode those pieces to find peace, then we can come into balance and into that temperance energy we talked about yesterday. Okay, if you are going through that right now, my heart goes out to you. It's not easy, but remember that we've all been on both sides of that coin, okay? Why the world in reverse? Yeah, 5 of Swords. This is stinking thinking again. This is mental manipulation to yourself because you're not ending a cycle. This is the energy of it's all fun and games till someone gets hurt. This is an energy of nobody wins. Okay, so divine feminine, that is, changing those emotions and getting control of the emotions are what then brings the pentacles, then brings in, brings in the energy after. So swords, wands, cups, and pentacles. We cannot have the pentacles without the cups being level and being balanced. There's also a penguin in the card here. And I thought they mated for life. However, I just heard someone say that that was a myth. So I do want to look up that information. Comment below if you know and save me some time. But this is where nobody wins. If you're not ending a cycle, maybe you're deceiving yourself here is what it feels like. We're perpetuating this pain and we're prolonging our own healing because we're just willing to stay in that cage and keep our heart caged. We don't want that for you. And look at this, how I talked about the third chakra being our rib cage, being your divination rod towards happiness, what makes you happy. Bottom of the deck here is environmental energy, is ultimate happiness. The sun is back. Okay, that's a 19 card, which reduces to a 1. So this other end of there's a gross imbalance here, guys. Okay, we really need to take some action into what makes you happy. Okay, it doesn't matter what anybody else is doing. Okay, if they're attached to something else right now, they're doing the work. Okay, they're doing the work of releasing themselves from that attachment. You know, the DM knows where his happiness lies. Sea turtles in here, beautiful yellow fish all around, this golden energy. Okay, it looks way more fun than, you know, coming out to the end of this plank, you know, and just perpetually doing that over and over again. Again, the 11 card with the 5 of change, like I was seeing in the channel messages and in the astrology, how I interpret it. So divine masculine is taking a leap of faith towards the sun, towards their happiness. And again, you can do that too. That is your balanced energy there. Healing abandonment wounds right here, exactly what I said. And it's attachment theory. If you were abandoned as a child, if your needs were not met as a toddler, you learned if you cried and you were hungry, nobody was coming for you. Nobody was easing your pain or soothing you. And then you carry that energy, even though it is hidden in the psyche and our shadow aspects. We do need to unpack those. And so we don't continue to be in that energy, right? Okay, we need some healing here. All right, and then we had here, that's at the full moon energy. So it looks like you can either jump off and take the leadership role, or you can stay not ending a cycle where nobody wins. It's your choice. Okay, it's your choice whether to surrender. Know that nothing is yet set in stone there because it is a mutable moon being in Sagittarius. Look at 2 degrees 55. Stop it. 2 degrees 55 is where the full moon in Sagittarius is on 5/23/55. Change. This happened at 5:05 a.m. this morning, where Mars action, the planet of action, and Aries sextiled Pluto. Okay, yeah, this is definitely what's going on here. Okay, did not notice those synchronicities. That's kind of nuts. All right. Why isn't the divine feminine energy listening to her higher self? What is she not listening to herself about, spirit? How is she not listening to her intuition? So what cycle are you not ending? This 5 of Swords can also be indicative of narcissistic energy, manipulation with words, promises, false starts, not following through with action. Okay, what is the divine feminine not following her intuition about? What is she not following her intuition about? So this is the ask. This is, do I stay or do I go? Okay, and this is an action here. We see 2 of Wands, 2 of Swords. Do I stay in the tumultuousness, or do I go ahead and take a swim where the water is calm? And again, that's tying back to that new moon eclipse in Aries. Whatever you wished for, if you didn't have room for it in your life, you got to make room for it so that it can come in. Otherwise, the Tower makes room for you. Bottom of the deck, Ten of Swords. Door to Spirit. Very interesting here. Look at this. So again, healing, abandonment, forgiveness. Okay. So door to Spirit energy here. This person, this 10 swords, is ding dong dead. Okay, that's his spirit leaving his body. The good news about tens in tarot is that it's a one. 1 plus 0 is 1. So there's an ace of swords of truth here that, you know, by taking action to face this truth on the other end, it's something you know intuitively that you have to take action on. You know what this is. It's going to be different for everyone. And I know it's hard, but simply what would guide you towards your best and highest good? This is a lesson of ascension, guys. Making this decision, 32 card, there's a Dove of Peace. And we did see that star energy also on the bottom of the deck. Okay, so by letting this go, 10 of swords, you know, 1 sword in our back would have been plenty to do the job. But if this other person, if that's what this is for you, and it's not betrayal of self, then that means we need to release and forgive that energy so that we can come back to a place of increased frequency, okay, and elevating to a higher conscious awareness. Okay, that healing is required. That's amazing that that's coming through over here. Okay, also underneath that 10 of Swords, 5 of Pentacles, feeling left out. That's a card of physical abandonment. Wow. Okay, what about connecting energy here for divine masculine, divine feminine? What is the bridging energy here? Bridging energy. Why is the thinking man here? Are we thinking our feelings, divine feminine? As I'm looking here at this bookend, are we thinking our feelings? Who is this thinking man? Why is he here? He's holding a crystal with 3 prongs on it. I'm also seeing that as angel shaped. I'll let you decide whatever you see there in that image of what he's holding, that crystal energy. That cleanses all of our other stones. So keep that in mind. Maybe we just need to we definitely need to get this energy out. So bridging energy, abandonment wound, just like in the environment that came. Okay, time to forgive. This is not seeing all the blessings that are there in front of you if you just lift your head. Also, this is my weeping willow tree. It's my whiskey lullaby card. And instead of following that person right into their sorrow, like the character did in the song, and ended up drinking herself away also. Again, it's about the energy combining. We want to be, you know, using our mind here to understand that we are solely in charge of our own energetic fishbowl. Okay, bottom of the deck, guess who's back? King of Cups, because when you do that, your energies align. This is a balanced king. He is a highly intuitive king coming out with our downloads that are being given to us by Archangel Uriel. Okay, this energy is available to you guys. You have to choose to step into that leadership role and dive deep. Card of Scorpio, dive deep into the emotions of this. Allow yourself to feel that hurt, that pain, that sorrow, so that you can release it and let it go and see that there are people there to help you and hold you and love you. I will love him and squeeze him and call him George. Okay. 5 of Wands there underneath, aligning your fighting spirit. 5, King, 5. Wow. All right, let's go ahead and get some advice for you here as far as our steps on this journey, going from the we are looking at here the waning moon energy. We still are in that third quarter moon energy, asking us what we need to release and let go of and heal. Okay, this heart healing with the devil energy that is blocking the heart chakra. What level of ascension is this here? What level of healing can be done by identifying this devil? It seems like it is this stinking thinking, overthinking, fixated on something that was unjust and unfair, where nobody wins. If you're not taking care of you, that's certainly not a win, right? I want you to open your heart to healing. Ask Archangel Raphael to help. Thank you. Practice self-love, the heart cup chakra. Nurture your inner child. What did I say? This is about reparenting our inner child. Guys, 55% of the population is insecurely attached. Them's not good odds. So divine feminine, they are the ones that are leading the call there, as far as doing the work first, and then divine masculine energy follows the divine feminine. Divine feminine heals outside of relationship, and divine masculine energy heals within the relationship. There's that rainbow connection. I also scrying here, and I see a white rabbit. There is a baby here floating inside. This could be if we're holding pain over losing a child or feeling like we'll never get back our inner child, we can. Absolutely, we can. It takes time. 10-10 is 11. So until we nurture and heal that inner child energy, I just saw roller skating. I don't know why. Having fun is a way to raise our vibration. Okay. Looking at yourself in the mirror when you're upset, reparenting yourself. If you grew up feeling alone, or you were the child parenting the parent, like a lot of us in our generation did, latchkey kid generation, there's a lot of work to be done there. Okay, especially if you're born between 68 and 77. Your Chiron, your wounded healer, is an Aries right now. Okay, and we're taking action on that. It's giving us a little burst of extra energy in order to heal ourselves, so we're not pulled into this devil frequency, which also mimics Seven of Swords that we saw at the bottom of the deck, and this Five of Swords on a lower level. It's still devil energy, okay, because nobody wins. Bottom of the deck here, 5 and 5, 5 to 5 change. There's a big heart, and it's reprogram your soul. Okay, your second chakra of creativity, again, raising your vibration. In this Piscean moon energy, the Hanged Man, this is spiritual enlightenment, seeing something from a different perspective. He will need to be eventually released. And this says release, raise, reclaim, all the re's that I was talking about with that Pluto moving retrograde in Aquarius. I'm going to bring us to the end here. Karmic relationship, releasing the past, bridging energy. Wow. Okay. Yeah. I'm sorry, guys. It hurts. But here's the thing. Our souls agreed to, whoever the perpetrator was, it takes two to tango. Our souls agreed on that pain in order to push us to take that next step toward our healing, because you can only feel such deep pain for something that you really, really loved, right? That's the only thing that can get you to come back into that evaluation energy. Wow. Just wow. Okay. I'm going to come all the way to the end here. What is the relationship, the bridging energy? Wow, that was fast. 1111. Mission accomplished. Welcome home. Coming home to you, cleaning up your own fishbowl and bringing your heart back into balance. Ray, you can come anytime and bring your guitar. I'll provide the wine. You can, I don't care if you're jacked up like that or not. I'd still open my door for you. Okay, and look at those color energies. Not really, you know, I can wish what I want. Look at those color frequencies. So after the heart is healed, we get into that blue throat chakra of speaking our heart. And there is a crown has returned back to the swan. Mission accomplished, divine feminine energy. I mean, it's beautiful. From pain comes healing. Okay, its purpose was for our own spiritual growth and our ascension. I know that is not fun to hear if you're new to the spiritual journey. Let me get some advice for you here. And we did, again, have that third party energy. That has a lot in common with the latchkey generation as well. You know, there's a lingering feeling of not being worthy, nobody being there. And so, you know, there's a tendency to put a foot in several places in case the other thing doesn't work out. And that's not something that we're consciously doing, but it is a lesson to be learned that we got to go all in with where our heart is. But first, you got to decide where your heart is. What do you want? We're not, the Empress does not wait. You cannot get that queen. You cannot get to that place where you have your crown back on your head waiting for any damn buddy else. Okay. I love you. Know that. Divine feminine. What is, what would the divine feminine want to say to the divine masculine? Or to give advice to yourself, to your yang? It's funny that I was laughing at Ray, jacked up Ray. Hey, don't knock me my pleasures. I please myself to your pictures. Okay, maybe, well, that is a higher vibration. Vibration helps raise vibration, if you're getting my drift there. Bottom of the energy. Someone is cheating. Okay, reprogram your soul. So we get drawn to people, guys, that are of the same frequency. And again, you've already agreed to have that heart pain for your own best and highest good so that you can learn from it. I know it's jacked up, but that's welcome to spiritual ascension. Okay, I wasn't even asking the question yet. I am lying. I wanted to ask, what does the divine masculine, if you could say anything to the divine feminine, what does the divine masculine want to say to the divine feminine? Oops, no wonder this hurts. I miss you. Okay, they are going through spiritual awakening right now. They're seeing something from a different perspective. Bottom of the deck, then we would flip over here. I am obsessed with you. Rumination, stinking thinking. That's what we need to heal. And when you heal that within yourself, then you live to tell the tale and you're able to help others. Also raising your vibration, bringing you to a state where you can come into that divine connection. Okay, you can't get there in that energy. Okay, we need to let the past go. You're trying a renewal of love, and if we're just obsessed about this injustice, this deceit, we're only hurting ourselves. Okay, and delaying that choice, and move forward in our healing. Okay. All right. Let me come back through with it's Fun Friday. We need some laughter. We need some laughter up in here. All right, Divine Feminine. Advice for Divine Feminine here. How can we make her laugh or him? Activate her mantra. Mm-hmm. On the other, oh boy, the power of meow. And we do see that regenerative energy of the lotus, the phoenix rising from the fire, and activate her. Raise your vibrator. All right, bottom of the deck. Oh boy. Raise the vibe one breath at a time. Okay, keep calm and effing breathe is the yang advice for the yang part of you. Okay, keep calm and breathe. All right, they're going through some healing, or you need to activate your own healing over what was unfair or unjust, because it's just, we're just hurting ourselves there. You need to be in this energy. Whatever they're doing, zero fucks given. Uh-huh. All right, let's go ahead and let's just want one more. What was I pulled out? Oh, yes, I love these. These are so cute. Okay, here. Advice for the Divine Feminine. Practical advice, please. These are so big. Why am I so ornery right now? All week long. Feast, slow down, and celebrate your damn self. See what I said? Okay. And I love it. We had the crown come out in the end. Mission accomplished. Guys, 523 is not too far away, but it is a big, heavy month of cleaning up our fishbowl. Okay. You've got to be able to tap into your own intuition, because we've all been there. When we're in the woe is me stage, we cannot hear our heart, let alone even hear ourselves think. Slow down and celebrate your damn self. 29:11. Bottom of the deck, the Lover's energy. 15, Garden. Something lovely. I told you so. You got to trust. You got to receive the lovin's from me to you. She's holding the sword of truth. Something lovely will grow from this. Look at the rose that she's holding in that garden of weeds, that Bolsheviks that you've been through. Okay. They are very similar color energies, and that all through all that Bolsheviks. Okay. Find the nugget. What was the lesson? Did we learn it? Or are we getting shoved into the place of having to learn it? No more, however, do you want me? Uh-uh. Uh-uh. Keep on moving, babes. Keep on moving. Remember to practice self-love. I love you. Thank you so much for all the love and support you show me. I did not expect to be delivering this message today because I did feel that shift in energy, and that was certainly a big time shift. But whatever you wished for, it is coming in. So just understand that this is only creating the space so that what you do want can come to you. We've got to fill our own heart's cup. What overflows from that cup is what we can share to others, not any of this stagnation. And, when the cup does not get full of self-love, that's stagnant water that is poisonous to ourselves. We're only deceiving ourselves. And, it's like when you're little and someone's making you, they're like, stop hitting yourself. That's exactly this card. Stop hitting yourself. Okay. All right. Goodbye for now. Much love. And I'll see you next time. Bye-bye.